This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He's got him. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The inside handoff. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. He's got it on the right. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups, even though that one goes.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that.
Turns on the Jets. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, they can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world. Big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The play action fake. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll pull it on the read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying play action. He's looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
A shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that cue.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it out quickly. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Looking to pass. It's Keene. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. A quick pass to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. NC State going up tempo. To the air. It's Keene. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And the
ball's loose in the backfield. He picks it up, still on his feet. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's still running after the move. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run. And instead, they throw the football. They catch them off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Vols! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Makes his man miss. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Let's go. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Savage. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking downfield, it's Keene. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is going to have to be He gets a hand on it. He picks it up. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteer. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Creates a little space. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
The Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Let's go. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Keene. Here comes the heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Keeps it on the draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Wolfpack line up, facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. Touchdown ball. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Let's go! They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fakes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play out, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. The quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. The gift to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal blocked. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them.
Turning it on! The 20, 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that run back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll run play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the...
Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.